Hi, I'm Isabel and I will be doing the introduction, brand history and a look into some past campaigns. So, to introduce, Ganni is a Danish contemporary fashion brand founded in 2000 based out of Copenhagen. It is renowned for its ability to blend femininity and functionality, meaning that they keep their designs vibrant and inviting. Originally founded by Frans Trulsen, this brand initially focused solely on cashmere goods, until 2009 when the husband and wife duo Nikolai and Diet Brestrup took over, with Diet as creative director and Nikolai as CEO. Their eye for creativity and their vision shaped the future for Ganni as we know it.
If we now delve deeper into the history of the brand, we can see how its roots are quite a bit different to the beautiful spectacle the brand has grown into now. Ganni's inaugural collection, launched with Trulsen at the helm, consisted of a few cashmere sweaters and t-shirts, showing the key differences in the two lives this brand has lived. Under Trulsen, the brand did not operate at a large scale and offered a much more limited product range. It was the ref straps that moved Ganni into the powerhouse it is seen as now, with Deep Ref Strap now steering the ship in a whole new creative direction. Their first collection for Ganni included a mix of vibrant styles, inviting silhouettes, and they also moved to playing around with new textures and fabrics. This drew a clear line between the new Ganni and the minimalistic Scandinavian style that they had previously adopted. It was this vision the ref straps put forward that has caused the international acclaim Ganni now holds. With Ganni becoming more and more popular with a growing fan base, hashtags like #GanniGal began to emerge. Influencers and celebrities will photograph themselves in Ganni clothing and caption it with the hashtag. A notable mention is the 2023 US Open winner Coco Gauff, who posted a picture of herself in a pink Ganni suit and captioned it, "Barbie Dream, #GanniGirl." This builds a further sense of community around the brand, as well as at the same time broadening the reach of the brand as a whole. The ref straps haven't only contributed creatively to the success of Ganni, but also upped the annual turnover of the brand by at least 40 times since acquiring the brand in 2009. Although the exact figures for the revenue made in 2000 aren't available, it is thought to be around the $1 million mark for their first year. After the ref straps took over in 2009, the significant growth in the brand caused an increase in annual sales and caused a rough turnover of $45 million in 2017. If we now look to recent campaigns, I would like to look forward to the Fall/Winter 2024 campaign. Ganni has the most wonderful way of showing a story through their campaigns, and it is this storytelling that allows everyday individuals to identify with the brand. If, as I said, we look towards a Fall/Winter 2024 campaign, we can see that it was titled Who's That Girl?, featuring 90s icon and actress Christina Ricci. Throughout this campaign, themes of self-expression are explored, and by doing so, Ganni aimed to introduce a new era of the Ganni woman. Someone who is bold, someone who is confident, and a woman who is unapologetically unique. Within this campaign, Ricci embodies 3 different personas. These are the protagonist, the free spirit, and the unconventionalist. All of these character types are positioned to reflect the manufactured identity of the Ganni girl. This allows individuals to feel a sense of self within the brand and find a way to create stories through their own fashion and be solely true to themselves and not conform to societal norms just to please everybody.
External trends, sustainable materials. Sustainable materials have shifted from being a niche interest to a key influence on the future of fashion. The fashion supply chain is experiencing a total transformation as it transitions towards bio-based fabrics and recycle and low-impact materials. Environmental concerns, consumer demand, technological innovation, and regulatory pressures create an external trend. Multiple businesses across the industry are undergoing this change. The sustainable materials movement represents a macro trend influencing all industry segments, including luxury brands and mainstream retailers. Consumer expectations and transparency. The 2023 UK Fashion Sustainability Market Report found that 52% of UK consumers aged 16 to 34 express interest in sustainable materials. Today's customers value best practices more than fashion trends, demanding detailed information on clothing materials and environmental impact. Technological aspects. Ganni collaborates with both threads, dye recycle, and renew cell to use mylo-TM mushroom leather and circulose fibers in their product lines. The development of new materials for fashion begins with startups and biotech research facilities. These trends originate externally, which requires brands to adapt, collaborate, and respond without direct control. Regulatory pressures. The EU's 2030 Sustainable Textile Strategy imposes new strong regulations that mandate brands to lower their carbon emissions and utilize sustainable materials. Brands must adhere to increasing eco-labeling standards according to government regulations. Circular economy and growth. Sustainable materials forms a key part towards circular fashion, which supports systems of rental, resale, repair, and recycling. The Global Fashion Agenda Monitor 2024 predicts that circular business models will expand by 18% by 2030, while sustainable materials will drive this growth.
This campaign is inspired by Fabrics of the Future, a project created by Ganni in 2019 that aims to develop sustainable materials and reduce their carbon footprint by 50% by 2027. 68% of consumers has reported that recognizing generally sustainable brands requires too much effort, and that this process becomes boring during the shopping experience. About the campaign message, we propose the campaign message, the new language of the fashion, an educational and entertaining approach in line with the content's marketing matrix. This approach presents sustainability as a new language that we must learn. Our objectives, the first one, we have increased brand recall in the fashion sustainability category by 10% in the next 3 months. The second one, we have increased brand awareness in the UK by 50% in the next 3 months. The last one, we had the increased sales by 5% during the 3 months of the campaign. Cultural aesthetic. Ganni's aesthetic represents a Scandinavian cool, a modern and vibrant picture of Danish society that has been influenced by symbols and mythology in our designs, like the runes, science, and times. Through short videos and eye-catching posters, the campaign showcases the new textile technologies incorporated in the fabrics of the future, reinforcing Ganni's Danish culture with the presence of symbols that associate with each material. About the semiotic approach, basic of semiotic approach, the theory that language is a system of signs and symbols. Each video or poster associates attractive and vibrant images representing the raw material and the fabrics of the future. The colors are curated to induce the consumer to associate the new material with their origin. The name and pronunciation are also included in the ads in both formats, video and billboard, creating the experience of learning a new language. We have the interactive element. At the same time, the new material is associated with a symbol that will act as a QR code on the posters, which will take the consumer to the Fabrics of the Future website, where they can learn more about this project. The brand name will appear in the advertisements to meet the objective brand recall.
Hi, my name is Silvia, and I will present our I-Build model evaluation of our Ganni's campaign. We will highlight how it successfully delivers on all fronts. Regarding information quality, our campaign is visually strong because it provides a contrast and texture. As you can see in the example above, we have paired natural wood with the soft fabric Naya TM, and we have used an earthy colored palette, so these elements will positively interfere with consumer perception. Also, the copy will awaken curiosity, and with the call to action, we aim to inject excitement into the visual composition. In terms of believability, we have used the scientific terminology because it's a proven driver for the peripheric route in the elaboration likelihood model, and we will also highlight trademark materials such as Naya TM, which will signal innovation and trustworthiness. Also, Ganni's reputation as a sustainability activist is backed by years of third-party associations with magazines like Vogue or Days, and this will further strengthen the campaign's authenticity. Also, in the example, interactive balance is present with the call to action when it says scan to the code Naya TM, and this invites to a gamified experience and will create a sense of discovery and emotional connection that, along with the phonetic spelling that plays with semiotics, will encourage participation and brand advocacy through a fun educational twist. Regarding loyalty intentions, the bold logo and the tagline, the new language of fashion, will reinforce Ganni's playful and confident brand identity with the idea of decoding, and this will link the campaign with the consumer aim of engaging learning, and they will become brand advocates. We have also blended a conceptual creative appeal that is applied to make sustainability playful and engaging. And also we have used call to actions that will foster the kinetic response and will nudge consumers to engage with the campaign. This aligns with campaign objectives and also encourages to brand participation. We use an informational strategy where factual appeal and a cognitive approach will blend to achieve brand awareness, and this is ideal for high involvement product decisions like the purchase of sustainable products in fashion. The campaign bridges what the brand wants to communicate, that is sustainability activism, with what the consumer wants, that is to buy sustainable products in an engaging way, and this is the content overlap. To achieve this, a media plan has been developed, and we will maximize and reach the impact of the campaigns using this plan. This will encompass traditional channels, including social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok, because they are the most used by our target audience, and also billboards in strategic locations and printed magazines will be used. To ensure that the SMART goals will be reached, all the media channels have been carefully selected and KPIs for each one have been established.
Meet the Ganni conscious consumer. Our campaign targets fashion-conscious women aged 25 to 35 who represent the core audience for Ganni. These consumers actively align their fashion choices with personal values around sustainability and inclusivity. Their high digital engagement offers an excellent opportunity to effectively communicate our campaign messaging through various social platforms. Why we have chosen this audience? Our chosen audience is backed by extensive market research from credible industry sources such as SimilarWeb, Mintel, and Euromonitor. The research highlights this demographic's growing emphasis on value-based purchasing decisions, particularly in sustainability and ethics. They actively seek brands that align with their principles, influenced significantly by sustainability-oriented celebrities and influencers. Through targeted messaging and engaging storytelling, our campaign effectively addresses these consumer trends and aligns with the audience's digital habits, enhancing meaningful engagement and brand loyalty. Aligning audience and Ganni's sustainable vision. Next, I will highlight our campaign strategic connection between the sustainability interest of our target audience and Ganni's ambitious sustainability objectives. By showcasing initiatives such as reducing carbon emissions and phasing out the virgin leather, we underline Ganni's genuine commitment to sustainable fashion. Additionally, our campaign promotes Ganni's innovative Fabric of the Future platform, encouraging direct community participation. Building on the established Fabrics of the Future initiative, our approach fosters authentic community engagement through user-generated content, collaborative interactions, and sustainability-focused discussions. The digital strategy incorporates impactful social media advertising and immersive digital experiences, aiming to maximize audience engagement and advocacy, further cementing Ganni's reputation as a leading sustainable fashion brand.